From South Philadelphia, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, no question, there's one direction this Sixers team is going. It's taken a lot of trust and no question, a lot of patience.
Ed, I hear what you're saying, and the Sixers are on the up and up. But let's remember who built the foundation. Sam Hinkie deserves a lot more credit. I know this new management has taken them to new heights, but it all started with Mr. Hinkie.
Now, the fans in Philadelphia are reaping the rewards right now. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. To Butler. To Simmons. Redick. Here's a chance from long range. It's corralled by San Antonio. To Aldridge. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Redick with it. Looking to make something happen. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
DeRozan with it. Down just a couple. For three. His first effort off the mark. Embiid to Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Simmons to Butler. Tough make through traffic. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will
end a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
DeMar DeRozan with the basketball. To Rudy Gay. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Butler to Embiid. Oh, I missed a short one there. To DeRozan. To Aldridge. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. To Redick. Embiid. Flushes it home. This is already getting out of hand.
Coaching strategy 101. You probably want to utilize a timeout to disrupt the pace of this other team. This game is starting to get out of hand quick and early.
To DeRozan. Rudy Gay goes to the right side. To Rudy Gay. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Simmons to Redick. Short jumper off the mark. To DeRozan. Nothing going here on that drive. On the shot clock. Trying to cash in. DeRozan with a shot, no good. The shot turned away by Pirtle. Out of bounds. Last touch by Jakob Pirtle. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Redick. To Butler. Can't connect. Blocked by Butler.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
In the front court comes Simmons. 8-0 is the score. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
DeMar DeRozan. First couple didn't go. That one is true. Jay, it's an old-school approach in a modern era.
And love watching him play. He's a guy that can score at the pinch post, has a solid mid-range game, also elite athletic ability. But can his game fit into the modern-day style of the way the NBA is being played by shooting threes and also defending? He's a defensive liability at times, and he does struggle from the outside.
Mills in possession. 10-2 the score. DeRozan to Patty Mills. To DeRozan. Has a chance, and he hits.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons. Joel Embiid. 2 of 4 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Mills in possession. Down 8. Aldridge to Patty Mills. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First free throw is good.
Entering the game for San Antonio.
And he makes them both. Simmons with it. 12-6 our score. To Butler.
Big pick right there.
Has a look. Butler with a shot. No good. To Aldridge. Short jumper stays out.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Butler up against Rudy Gay. They go down low to Simmons. Goes reverse to lay it in.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
DeMar DeRozan at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to McConnell. DeRozan with the basketball. He'll run the offense. DeMar DeRozan. He's now 4 for 6.
DeMar DeRozan is a beast. He's been an all-star 4 of the last 5 years, and he was a second-team All-NBA last year. But unfortunately, us as part of the media and the fans, we determine your legacy by you winning championships. He's still chasing one.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
To DeRozan. Here comes the screen. DeRozan to Cunningham. He gets it.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
To Butler. Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To DeRozan. Trying to cash in. DeMar DeRozan. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Simmons gets it in the right corner. To Simmons. Here comes the screen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on a 3-point play. 56% for his career. Free throw try off the mark. Spurs in possession. To Cunningham. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Simmons. Short jumper off the mark. Nothing going here on that drive. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Here's Simmons with it up top. Leads 3 to McConnell. Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs. Taking advantage of the turnover. Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Butler. McConnell. Butler. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs. DeRozan to Patty Mills. Taken by the Sixers. count the basket inside.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's DeRozan controlling the offense. Takes stock of the floor.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. McConnell. Knocked loose. Spurs have it. Patty Mills to DeRozan. Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Butler. Picked up by the Spurs. Over to the right side. Patty Mills to DeRozan. Can't connect from inside. Butler into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Shot from in close, no good. 17-footer at the buzzer. Final shot of the period, almost. It would have counted, but no good. Time's run out here in the first quarter. Second quarter is set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Hey, left.
To Patty Mills. Gasol. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Butler to bring it up. Down by one. To McConnell. And draws the foul.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
TJ McConnell, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Mills in possession. Looking to make something happen. To Gasol. Sixers have it.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Butler for two. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Patty Mills. Here comes the screen. Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended. McConnell. Big finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Knocked loose. Butler into the front court. 2-point advantage. To McConnell. Butler. Has a chance. Knocks it down off the step back. There's a toughness he learned under Tibbs at 2 stops, and no question that rubs off on younger players.
There is something that Jimmy Butler does that no other player in the NBA does. He gets into your psyche. He gets into your head each and every possession. He enjoys the process of the fight. Every single blow. There is a pleasure in the pain.
Butler to McConnell. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Patty Mills. Can't miss those. To Butler. Goes to the right side. Bad pass taken away by the Spurs.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
The Sixers with 4 to shoot to Butler. From long range. Can't get the bounce. Mills in possession. Down 4. Sixers with the rebound. To Butler. Jimmy Butler. 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Into the game.
Patty Mills to Gasol. Down low. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. To Butler. He was hacked. They let it go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
To Butler. Joel Embiid. 4 out of 7.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Spurs have it.
Jimmy Butler.
Patty Mills. To Aldridge. Scores from the post.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. To Butler. That's rebounded by San Antonio. Mills in possession. Down 6. To Aldridge. Second effort. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
LA has finally accepted that post position down low on the block. What I mean by that is when he first got to the Spurs, he had Tim Duncan, and also throughout his tenure, he's had Dwayne Dedmon, where he hasn't had to be that anchor. He is a mid-range assassin and also somebody that has an array of moves on the block. If you confront the post, potentially double the post, make him a passer, or if he's on the perimeter, force him to put the ball down on the ground, you might have a chance to stop the big man.
Patty Mills. To Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. 3 for 6 now.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
McConnell to Embiid. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Embiid. Deep 2 there, won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Cleared out by Embiid. With a drop step. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Stepping in for the Philadelphia 76ers, number 25, Ben Simmons.
Screen.
Short jumper stays out.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
J.J. Redick at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 89%. First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. It's DeRozan.
Come on, you're right.
Sizing up the defense. To Aldridge. Gets it at the top of the key. DeRozan. It's Embiid with the rebound. Simmons into the front court. His team on top by 8. Butler to Embiid. Butler to Simmons. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Embiid with a shot, no good. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Don't, just disrespectful.
Simmons with it. It's an 8-point lead. To Redick. The jumper's off the mark. To DeRozan. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Simmons to Butler. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. And Jimmy Butler, 4 out of 10.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
San Antonio ball to Aldridge. Shot from the lane won't go. Butler to bring it up. He'll run the offense. And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Team foul number 3. First foul in the final 2 minutes. Stepping in for
Redick.
San Antonio, number 22, Rudy Gay.
Butler up against Rudy Gay. To Embiid. Has a look. Embiid shot off the mark. To DeRozan. Missed a wide open look. Into the front court comes Simmons. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Doesn't have the touch. No good. San Antonio with the basketball. Probing the defense. And the slam.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Here comes the screen. Runner here won't go down. Deep three at the buzzer. First half comes to an end. It's the Sixers out in front.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The 76ers will start the second half with a decent lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. The Spurs are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out.
Game track. Assists.
The San Antonio Spurs are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. To Aldridge. Trying to cash in. Aldridge off the mark. Simmons with it. His guys lead here. Early stages, third quarter. Butler guarded by LaMarcus Aldridge. To Simmons. Butler. Has a chance. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You know, Jimmy Buckets really has an inspiring story. From being homeless at the age of 13 before moving in with a friend, reads like a basketball version of The Blind Side. That grit has become the fabric of his DNA. From Tyler Junior College to Marquette to the 30th pick in the first round. Are you kidding me? To where he is now, Jimmy Buckets has had to earn every inch that this game has given him.
Rebound taken by the Sixers. Here's Simmons with it up top. Lead stands at 10. And a chance coming up at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. DeRozan with it. The deficit now up to a dozen. Curling inside. The screen sets him up for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Simmons into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Embiid over to the right side. Redick. That's playing with fire. J.J. Redick wide open. Good luck.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
DeRozan to Aldridge. And scores.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Oh, Ben Simmons. With that, he's 5 for 9.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Simmons to Embiid. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Nope. First one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. To Aldridge. Rudy Gay. Nice pass to get things going.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Simmons to Redick. Knocks it down off the step back.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Rudy Gay. A couple of cracks at the line now.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Ed hits the first free throw.
Spurs, number 42.
So he hits the first, misses the second. Simmons with it. The advantage is 13 points. To Embiid. Oh, he had it. Knocked loose. DeRozan, tough matchup against Butler. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Embiid. Probing the defense. Scores from the post.
2 points.
DeRozan with the basketball. Trailing by 15. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Spurs recover. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
One of the best kept secrets in the game, utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
To Butler. Embiid. To Redick. The Spurs have the board. Rudy Gay. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Butler into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Here comes the screen. Butler guarded by Jakob Poeltl. To Embiid. From the painted area, won't go down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Sixers control it. Simmons. To Embiid. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that... Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Butler. Gets to the basket and scores.
You know, every time I watch Jimmy Buckets, the tenacity he plays with on the defensive end, it just reconfirms the fact that he's been named an All-Star 4 times. He shot a career best, 47% from the field in 2017-18. So when you think about trying to lock him up, you have to limit his touches, and you have to force him to catch the ball with his back to the basket. Make him put the ball down on the ground and make contested shots, because if you don't, Jimmy Butler will cut you apart.
Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
You know, I'm going to say something that people probably won't like, but guess what? I don't care. I'm already crowning Ben Simmons as a top 5 playmaker in the league. His first true season, he had 18 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. He could finish around the rim and make everybody else around him look great. There's no doubt about it. He has all the ingredients to be the heir to the throne.
To DeRozan. Had a chance, but it's no good.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint
Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
DeRozan with the basketball. To Rudy Gay. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Runner's good there.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
McConnell. The shot turned away by...
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Butler sizing up Bellinelli. To Patty Mills. To Gasol. With a drop step. Just off the mark. Butler to bring it up. Lead is 12. Lets it fly from long range. You on tough. Jimmy Butler, contested three. He buries it.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Spurs in possession. Patty Mills. Here comes the screen. To Gasol. Won't go. McConnell. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
4-3. Won't go down.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To McConnell. Jimmy Butler for two. Not that time. Mills in possession. Down by 15. Now a steal by Philly. Butler. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Mills in possession. He'll run the offense.
Right.
Bellinelli sizing up Butler. To Patty Mills. 5 to shoot for San Antonio. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He looked like he was buried, but the man from down under hits the three.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Butler. Here comes the screen. To Butler. Trying to cash in. Just not going down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Deep right corner. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Mills in possession. Trailing by 14. Here's a chance from long range. That misses with 3 seconds left. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. And the 76ers have to be feeling good. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons. Here comes the screen. To Simmons. Goes to the right side. Oh, bad pass. Taken away by the Spurs.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Nice work, Patty Mills.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
Here comes the screen. McConnell to Simmons. 5 seconds to shoot. To Simmons. Cleans it up. The follow won't go either. Mills in possession. Down 12. To Gasol. Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to McConnell. Surveys the floor. Short jumper misses. Mills in possession. Down a dozen. To Gasol. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
To Patty Mills. Fires the three. Well defended. Tough shot for Patty Mills.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Simmons.
Hands up. We got him. We got him.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. And scores. Strong take.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Simmons. To McConnell. They'll get it down to Johnson. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Amir Johnson at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 67%. Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Mills in possession. Looking to make something happen. To Cunningham. Rudy Gay. To Aldridge. Shot from the lane won't go. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons. To McConnell. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And the front court comes Simmons. His guys up by 15. Rudy Gay to Aldridge. Rudy Gay slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Here comes the screen. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Wilson Chandler at the line for two shots. For his career, 76% from the line. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Spurs have it. Patty Mills to Aldridge. Finish that. Takes stock of the floor. McConnell to Redick. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs. Taking advantage of the turnover.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
McConnell to Embiid. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. DeRozan knocks it down off the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Butler up against Rudy Gay. To Redick. Butler. Gets it in the right corner. To McConnell. For three. TJ McConnell is going to get a chance at three here, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First free throw is good. And he hits the second. Whoops, that won't go. To DeRozan. Rudy Gay to DeRozan. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Butler into the front court. The lead is 15. Redick. San Antonio ball. And the basket good at the rim.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
To McConnell. Here comes the screen. McConnell. To Redick. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Redick. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Scores from the post.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Here comes the screen. Butler for 2. The screen sets him up for 2.
bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
San Antonio with the basketball. DeRozan. From the painted area, won't go down. Butler to bring it up. The advantage is 13 points. To McConnell. Off the iron. It came out. To DeRozan. Aldridge. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Butler into the front court. His team on top by 13. To McConnell. Won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
To Rudy Gay. Good look that time, but off the mark. He's looking for that touch.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Taken by the Sixers. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. Spurs will take the timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office. Buy one or more tickets before the end of today's game and you'll receive an exclusive discount.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 22, Wilson Chandler.
Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
To McConnell. Screen coming. Butler against Rudy Gay. Has a look. That's usually one that he'll knock down. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Reddick. Out of bounds. Last touch by Jakob Poeltl. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Mills in possession. Trailing by 15. To Rudy Gay. Aldridge. To DeRozan. Fires the three. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat five.
Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
DeMar DeRozan is a beast. He's been an all-star 4 of the last 5 years, and he was a second-team All-NBA last year. But unfortunately, us as part of the media and the fans, we determine your legacy by you winning championships. He's still chasing that.
That's rebounded by the Spurs. To DeRozan. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
To Butler. Embiid. Can't connect from in close. Mills in possession. His guys trail by 10. To DeRozan. Patty Mills. To Rudy Gay. Wide open look, won't go. Butler to bring it up. He'll run the offense. To Simmons. Here comes the screen. Simmons. And one. Embiid. Good. Through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Unable to connect on the free throw. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The 76ers got the win in a nail-biter. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Spurs just couldn't close this one out. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Check out the leading scores for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their own. That does it for us.